Shabbat Shalom. 3 of the hardest words to admit to another person are the words, I don't know. When we admit that we don't know the answer to someone's question or someone's problem, we can feel defeated, ignorant, less than. In this week's Torah portion, Beha'alotcha, Moses admits to the Israelites that he does not know the answer to their problem. God instructs Moses to tell the Israelites to offer the Passover sacrifice in its proper time. But those who were impure were unable to offer that sacrifice. And this group of individuals come up to Moses and they tell him, hey Moses, what about us? We are impure, we're unable to give the sacrifice, and we'd really like to give it, to connect with God. Moses doesn't know the answer, and he tells this group of Israelites, stand still, just wait a few moments, and let me ask God, and God will give us the answer. They come up with the answer of having a second Passover, a second opportunity to offer this sacrifice. Moses was comfortable admitting that he didn't know the answer and needed to look it up, to ask advice from God. A little bit later in our Torah portion, we read one of the most famous verses about Moses, where it tells us that Moses was a very humble man. Moses was the most humble human being of all time. Moses didn't have a big ego. Moses was comfortable admitting when he didn't have an answer right away, when he needed to ask for help. Moses didn't need to carry all of the weight by himself, providing all of the answers. He was comfortable saying, I don't know, give me a moment, and let's solve this problem together. When we don't know the answer to something, whether it's at work or at school or at home, we have 2 options. We can feel defeated when we don't know the answer, or we can use it as a growth opportunity to tell ourselves and others, I don't know the answer right now, but let me look it up and I'll get back to you and we'll solve this problem together. That is the mindset of Moses. It's the mindset that we can all strive to have. This Shabbat, I want to give us the blessing of having patience with ourselves, to be comfortable telling ourselves and others when we don't know the answer, to be comfortable telling someone, I don't know the answer right now, but let me look it up. I'll get back to you. All it takes is a little bit of patience, a little bit of comfort, and we can feel better about telling someone when we don't know the answer. We don't have to feel less than. We don't have to feel defeated or ignorant. We can feel okay about not knowing the answer and taking our time to look it up and to provide someone with the best possible answer that we can give. I want to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom, a Shabbat of comfort, a Shabbat of patience, and a Shabbat of rest. Shabbat Shalom.